Hi YouTube, Timothy Unker here. In this video, I'm going to show you how to install Typora on a Chromebook in 2025. Now this Chromebook that I'm installing it on has an Intel chip. I think it's an N600 or N6000 maybe. Let's check that. So if I go to my settings here, I can check what it is by going to About, Chrome OS, go to Diagnostics, and see I have an N6000 here. So that's an Intel-based chip. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and install this. First, we have to enable the Linux development environment. I'm going to go down to here. This is in my settings under About Chrome OS. Find at the bottom Linux development environment. Click Setup, and then Next. And then you can change your username now if you want to. I think it's based off your Gmail. They give you a recommended disk size. That can be changed easily later on, so I'm just going to leave that as is, and I'm going to leave my username as is. I'm going to click Install, and that's going to take a few minutes to install. I'm going to let the video just run so you can see the real time how long it takes to install Linux. Okay, once it does install, terminal will pop up. I'm going to pin this to the taskbar. You don't have to do that, but I use it a fair amount. They give you this notice here. If you want to not read the notice anymore, you can just copy that and then do Control-Shift-V and paste that. And you can clear everything out here. The one thing we do want to make sure we do is make sure everything's up to date. I'm going to close out my settings. Let's expand this and increase the font so you can see what I'm doing. And to make sure everything's up to date, I'm going to type sudo apt-get update, and then 2 ampersands for and, sudo apt-get dist-upgrade, and I'll do a -y flag to answer yes to any additional space it's going to take. I'm going to let that run on through just so you can see, again, how long it's going to take to do the update. It's fairly quick, and then I'll come on back once that's done. Okay, once the prompt goes through, I can now close this. I'm going to open up a browser here, and let's search for Typora. If we just search for it, the website it's going to come to is typora.io. And if I scroll down, I'll see that this menu comes up, and I'll click on Download, and that'll bring me down to it. And if I want to download, I want to go to Linux here. And I have options to download it and install via the command line. But the Linux we just installed was Debian Linux, so I can download the typora.deb. I find that is a little easier, so I'll download that. Once it's downloaded, I can click Show in Folder, which will be my download folder. And I'm going to find the file and then right-click on it and click Install with Linux. It's going to take a moment to fetch some information, make sure your internet connection is good. I'll click Install and then OK. and I'll just let it go through the installation process here. Okay, and it's going through and installing, and once it installs, you'll see it should pop up in your Linux apps. If after a while it doesn't, you can always also just search for Typora, and you'll see the icon pops up here. Apparently I can't talk. Anyways, I'll go back to my Linux apps here. I'm going to right click, and it's actually pinned to the shelf. If you hadn't previously installed it, you would have the option to pin to the shelf. So you'll see the Typora logo right here. I then can click on Typora. That's going to take a minute or two the first time to boot up because it has to basically write a few .configuration files. So I'll just show you how long it takes. In the meantime, I'll close this out. Maybe I need to click on it again. If I click on it again, it doesn't open up. There may be an issue here. So let me open up the command line and type Typora. And here's the issue. And we can fix this very easily. So it says error while loading shared libraries libnss3.so. So what I'm going to do, and let me make this larger. Help you. This is how we troubleshoot. I'm going to type sudo apt get libnss3, and it says, oh yeah, we got to do sudo apt get install. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead, and it's going to prompt us to install it. I'm going to say yes. Okay. And I'm going to leave this all in because I think it's good when you see this to see mistakes you might run into while installing it. So now if I click to open, here we go. We've got Typora loading up. You can click here to register it if you bought a license for it and get going, or you can try it out for I think there's a short trial period. Anyways, that's how to install Typora on a Chromebook. Hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.